Going live. We live? Are we live? I never know. Okay, we're live. How's it going, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the quarantine stream with me, artist Will Robson. I will be joined by my brother at some point today. Hopefully my audio is working this time. Let me double check because I know the last one started without it. Test. Yep, there I am. My audio is going. Good. Okay, so again today, since I don't have anything locked in currently, it is up to you guys what I should be drawing. So I'll wait for the chat to fill up as we just got started to get ready to go. Yeah. So I've been today doing a lot of my commissions I can't show. These are private commissions, which is a shame because some of them are really great. But I totally get it because of birthdays and things like that. People don't want stuff to be spoiled for them. So, again, if you're just joining, as I see new people who join the chat, you are suggesting again what I should draw today. So please let me know what I should be drawing on this blank sketch card. And I will wait for the answer from you. Waiting for the answer. Had a lot of fun yesterday with the Spider-Man sketch card, which was half Peter Parker, half Spider-Man. I really enjoyed that. I don't get to do that very often, so that was good fun. Post-apocalyptic Buzz Lightyear. It's not a bad one. Are you the guy that keeps asking for Buzz? Because I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge Toy Story guy or Pixar in general. It's not my thing. Homelander. I'm not sure who that... I'm not big up on the Homelander stuff. Let me see if any more come in. Hey Tengu, how's it going? I'm just waiting for people to chuck in suggestions of what I should draw. Why are you obsessed with Buzz Lightyear, Green Day? Pencil ready. Snake eyes. Boom. Now there's a choice that I can get behind. Let's draw snake eyes. I was a bit... I guess I was too young when the G.I. Joe cartoon was on TV and I was in the wrong country at the time. It wasn't... I'm doing good, thanks very much. Laser Eyes Homelander would be dope. Oh, Homelander. You're talking about The Boys, aren't you? That would have been fun. I'm sorry, I messed that up. I thought you were talking about like the sort of William Wallace style people. Am I getting that right? Homelander, was that a thing? Where they had like swords that shot electricity and stuff like that? Oh, I just realized I'm not drawing on the screen. Good job. That's a great start. So you can't see what I'm doing. But no, with G.I. Joe, I always liked just the actual G.I. Joe minifigures and the 12-inch ones as well, like essentially the dolls. I really loved those as a kid. I think I had a 12-inch Snake Eyes. I know I definitely had a smaller one. But no, cool stuff. But the show itself, I never really watched it because it just wasn't on TV in the UK. At least it wasn't in the early to mid-90s. So for a long time I didn't even know that it was a TV show. I'm just putting in the basics here of his head, but I need to look up reference because I have no idea what his costume looks like. I grew up with Toy Story as a kid. Loved Buzz. I liked Woody better. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe, and I will look cartoon, I guess, or comics. I think Rob Liefeld's doing a new Snake Eyes comic, if I'm pretty sure. Wow, he is very cool. He looks awesome. Happy to draw a cool looking character. So he's got a circle sort of side bit to his things that go over his eyes. Almost like a knight's thing that goes over his eyes, isn't it? Like on a knight's helmet. So tomorrow I will be doing the is it the fourth? No, the fifth drawing on my fan art challenge. And then Friday I will not be doing a stream because it is my birthday. So I will be taking that day off to myself, which I think I'm allowed to do. Hopefully. I remember I did a sample cover once of Snake Eyes. I was trying to break into IDW. A long time ago. A long time ago. When I was just a newbie. Okie. My phone is on low battery, so the screen keeps turning off, which is very annoying. I'm going to get a neck in here. And he's got some shoulder pads as well. So like I said, my brother will be calling in about 5 to 10 minutes. He's just in a meeting at work, but he will be joining us today. So he will be able to keep up with the chat much better than I can just by myself. Man, Snake Eyes is cool. I love ninjas. I always loved ninjas as a kid. And guns. And I love military stuff. I was always really into that stuff as a kid. And I still love it today. So, yeah, Snake Eyes is the business. I used to love those 12-inch figures. I used to love, as a kid, I loved anything where I could customize something. So if I could put them in sort of any outfit I wanted and stuff like that, I loved that stuff. I used to take them outside and sort of lay in the grass and play silly games. Gotta make sure I'm still drawing on the camera here. So we got the basic lines for him. I'm trying to jazz him up a bit. I think I'll keep his sword and his back. so. And then I'm going to put a bit of a gun here. So I know he uses a Uzi quite a lot. So I will draw a part of an Uzi in here. Now that's another thing I always liked as kids. It was guns, and not necessarily like actually using guns. So just like I played a lot of airsoft as a kid. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like BB guns, but with plastic pellets. And me and my friends, we used to shoot each other and play war games where we'd split into teams and try and, eliminate the other team. Oh, my brother's calling in. Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Let me try and get this in the best position. I'm drawing snake eyes today.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, I've just logged into the chat. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, take over from answering questions. I've just been chatting about how I used to play airsoft as kids.
Oh, yeah? Oh, my God. I missed that.
Because I'm just drawing an Uzi right now, and I'm just thinking about all the fun we had doing that. Well, I shot a BB gun the other day, which was good fun.
Yeah, and do you know what? My fondest memory of the airsoft guns is... Well, yeah, I've got two ones. One, when we were in New Jersey and I used to have my friends over and we would go at night, we'd run around in the garden and the front of the house and be in full camo and like balaclavas. I mean, we
went hard with it.
We did, and I was like in my element. I'd lost a load of weight, so I looked real cool. I had holsters. I felt great. I hadn't coloured in that Batman belt yet, so it was still authentic.
Wait, that was before? How was that before? How did you colour in a Batman belt after? You were a teenager. It was way before that you did the Batman
I
belt.
suppose it was before. And then the other one was the invention of our James Bond day.
Yeah. And
when we were living at that farm, and I'll never forget when one morning we woke up and bored. It was a lovely summer's day, and you were like, "What do you want to do today?" I was like, "I don't know. What do you want to do? Just like have some drinks and hang out?" And you just said randomly, like, "Do you want to have a James Bond day?" And honestly, like, there's been a lot of cool moments in my life, but that's up there, bud. And I was like, that sounds like the best thing ever.
I don't know why I did that. I feel like I could tell you were like down or something like that, or not down, but I don't know. It seemed like you needed a day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was a difficult time for both of us. I know we just recently lost our mum, and I was dealing with all sorts of stuff in my personal life, relationships and stuff. So, yeah, it was great. And we did the BB gun challenge where one of us was the sniper that's at the beginning of every Bond film, and the other person was Bond. And we would walk into frame, and we had the music playing, and then right when he turns and shoots and goes, the Bond would have to turn and shoot, and if you missed the sniper then got a free shot at you, and I'll never forget having that awful moment. There was a few times where both of us, when we were Bond, would just go, "Oh no," because you knew you were going to get shot, and you would tense up. So yeah, that's one of my fondest memories with the airsoft guns, along with that day just being great and us playing cards. And I like won a hand, and I went, "Yeah," like that, and went back. And I was like about to fall off my chair into like a bunch of brambles and thorns, and you grabbed my chair, and I was just like, "Wow, quick reflexes!" And
great reflexes.
You just looked me dead in the eye and went, "Goodbye, Mr. Bond," and let go.
And you just watch you go, "No!"
And I went into a bunch of horrible thorns, but it was so funny. So yeah, airsoft brings me way back into lots of things. So what's going on then? We've got Snake Eyes going on here. We've got people in the chat. Hello, everybody in the chat. Have you ever seen the redubbed G.I. Joe videos that you say really messed up things? Yes. Hilarious stuff on YouTube?
I haven't answered that yet, but yes, I have seen that.
I've seen those too.
Those are like old school classic internet stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. And I got a lot of cool things in my job to do with movies, and I can't talk about it. I'm like, I feel like you right now with the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
I've got loads of great, cool campaigns coming up with my new job. Franchises that I'm like, oh, I want to talk about all these cool things, and I can't. But I'm very happy with my new job and what I'm doing.
Well, I'm very happy for you too.
You were my brother, Will, and I loved you. That's obviously in reference to when you said goodbye, Mr. Bond.
Goodbye, Mr. Bond. Damn.
Have you drawn Snake?
What?
Have you drawn Snake Eyes before?
I drew him once as a tryout for IDW, and that's it.
Oh, I remember that. It was a cover, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that cover that you drew. God, yeah, that was a while ago.
A long, long time ago.
Snake Eyes is
terrible artist.
Snake Eyes is slightly out of frame. I don't know if you moved him.
I've moved
or
him,
not.
don't worry.
Okay. Abe Simo, hello. Hello, Abe Simo.
Abe Simo.
How do you like me? Yeah, that's one of your go-to songs, that is.
It's a good song. So you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and then my brother can transfer them to me. It's very kind that he helps me out on these streams.
Yeah, it's fun. I've had a busy day.
Well, I've been doing a lot of home commissions, and then my wife has been in the background in my office playing Street Fighter. And,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Have you been distracted by that?
What?
Have you been distracted by that?
No, not at all. And Sega Bass Fishing she played in Crazy Taxi. Because I had to do a lot of work in my office, so she said, "Oh, I'll just join you and keep you company." So that was nice.
Oh, that's cool. Well, you got your Dreamcast up and running?
I do, yes. My brother bought me a Sega Dreamcast for my birthday. I appreciate that very much. Sega.
Yeah, it's really cool. And the graphics look great.
They do, yeah. I've got a modded Sega Dreamcast that's all upgraded and fiddled with to make it look the best it can possibly look.
What about people in the chat? What's your favourite game console? The nostalgia reasons, or for reasons where you just had the best games on there, or best graphics, best experiences, whatever. Let me know.
What's your favourite?
I would say for nostalgia reasons, it's PS2.
Really?
Yeah, close to. Oh man, you know what? It's GameCube.
Really?
It's actually GameCube. Yeah.
Mine's the Nintendo 64.
64 was close for me as well. Some great games on there. Oh man, I've had some great times with N64. This is actually a really tough question that I've just asked. I would say, yeah, it's still GameCube. I've had so many great times with friends.
So what are your top GameCube games then?
That Resident Evil game that I played,
Yeah.
like that Resident Evil game reminds me of university, because I remember being in my room, and my roommate had a girl in the room as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, like, I don't know if we had the conversation, but I think he was trying to get some, but I was playing this in the dark, and suddenly their little date in bed turned into them watching me and, like, commentating and be like, "No, don't go around that corner."
Oh, really?
Oh,
What, they got into it then?
They got into it, yeah, which was quite funny.
That's funny.
And then also the GameCube, there was the X-Men Legends games, and I had people on my university floor. We would all, like, take time almost every other night. They would come in, and I was always Wolverine, and other people were like, "Right, I'm going to be Cyclops, I'm going to be this," and we played both X-Men Legends games. And we just had, like, beers. Well, we weren't allowed, but we had them anyway, and, like, snacks and stuff. That was a great time, actually. That was when I wanted, like, a break from the fraternity. I would hang out with people on my floor and play X-Men, which was good stuff.
And well, other ones I know you played was the Mario Golf on there because we played that together.
Yes, and you know what? I prefer the GameCube over the N64.
Now the GameCube one is too easy.
I think that's why I preferred it. We got a question. I have an Xbox One and a PS4 now, but I grew up on Dad's Sega Genesis and my PS2. Very cool. A question also. What's Alex's favorite piece you've done before, and does he own any sketches you've done for him? I do own some sketches of his. I still have that Raphael sketch that you made for me. It's coloured as well. Do you remember that?
Is that really old?
It's really old. I still have it. I found it the other day, actually. I was going through an old drawer.
Bin it.
And I came... No, it's like a piece you did way before you broke into Marvel or anything.
It's like
Your art
6 years old, right?
It is, yeah. It's about, well, how long have I been here? Yeah, moved back. Yeah, it's almost 6 years old. I think that's the only sketch I have from you now.
Well, I always thought it'd be a cop-out for me to get you a gift, like a sketch as a gift. I feel like that's a lame present.
You know what, bud? Like, if you did a really cool pencil and inks, or coloured if you fancied it, but if you did something like that, I'd love something like that. Just as an FYI, if you ever wanted to save me money and get me a gift,
that's fine by me.
Because I'd frame that. Like, my office now is turning into a space that it sounds like I'm going to be in semi-permanently.
Mm-hmm.
As far as just the world is concerned, obviously everyone's at home, but for a lot of companies, it seems like the foreseeable future is going to be at home for possibly the rest of the year. So I would love something like that. To frame and put up, and have. So yeah, and I would say the favorite piece that you've done before. That's really tough because you've done some good shit.
No swearing.
Oh, you're back to that now?
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
We have a lot of listeners. We have a lot of new viewers that come over from the Tog Knock channel, and that's a very PC, child-friendly place. So I'm trying to keep it PC.
All right, well then don't listen to our podcast then.
No. That's for adults only.
Yeah, so, man, that's tough. I don't know. I mean, things that pop into my head. You know what? Like, I've got to say, the most recent one you've done, one of the most recent ones you've done is one of my favorites, is that Venom that you did.
Yeah, I really like that too.
That Venom, I would frame that. Like that, there's a piece I would go, yeah, I want that on my wall.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind, by the way.
Yeah, but what
I would happily accept a Batman.
Yeah.
A Batman or a Spider-Man from you. I would accept.
Bond.
Sure. Yeah, maybe. Depends. I suppose. Depends on what you did with it, but
a scene from Jaws.
That'd be cool, actually.
It would be cool. Maybe I'll do that for myself.
You've been wanting to do something for yourself recently.
I have. I need to get organised because since people are buying commissions, I just can't show them. But since I don't have any to do on the stream, I should do stuff for myself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I need to fill these walls with stuff. I've got some pictures behind me. I just put up some shelves and got some knickknacks on it and stuff, but it's needs to be filled with some new art and stuff. And yeah, as I mentioned, Batman is always a safe bet because look, I've got a cool Batman t-shirt on right now.
That is a cool Batman t-shirt. Is that 66 like logo?
66 logo.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I need to watch some of that again. That's just like good feeling, funny nostalgia that I want right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching, I suppose a question for people in the chat as well is, have you found yourselves the content that you're consuming right now? Everybody's looking for new shows and new things to watch, which is totally understandable. I do too. But have people found themselves going back to nostalgia on things that they love as kids or as teenagers, film series, whether it's action adventure or comedy or fantasy? Have you found yourselves diving into franchises like that? Because I know recently I've been on a proper Star Wars tear.
Yeah, you have.
I watched episode 1, I watched episode 2, I watched my favorite episodes of the Clone Wars. Then I went into Revenge of the Sith. I've never done all of this, so I wanted to encapsulate it. Went into Revenge of the Sith, then watched some of my favorite episodes of Rebels, and then went into Rogue One. And then I've never watched Rogue One and New Hope back to back, and it was so good. I was just geeking out where I was like, Rogue One's a friggin' masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. And I forget how good that film is and how much it is proper Star Wars. And before The Mandalorian, to me, I was like, that's the best new Star Wars we're ever going to get.
Yeah.
So now I'm on Return of the Jedi. Once I'm done with Return of the Jedi, I will watch Mandalorian again, because I haven't watched it in a while. And then I guess I'll watch the sequel trilogy. I guess.
You said you definitely were going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. But I'm not enthused about it like I have been with everything else that I've been watching in Star Wars. So, have you guys been diving into that stuff as much? We've got just a big sketch of Alex as super businessman for his office you could do for me.
Super businessman?
Yeah. There's a documentary aired on Warner Brothers' YouTube page last night about the creation of every Batmobile, excluding Affleck and Patterson. Well, that sounds cool. I'm in for that.
You definitely would watch that, wouldn't you?
The documentary aired on Warner Brothers' YouTube page. Cheers for that, Green Day. I'm going to watch that. That sounds awesome. Herminio, how's it going, guys? Not bad, Herminio. How are you? Green Day says, I've been on a big Star Wars tear too. I'm up to like episode 8 of Rebels. Awesome. It
good gets comfort. Better. It gets less kid-friendly. The moment Dave, what's-his-name, comes in, gets dark.
Filoni. Yeah. It's season 2 where Rebels really kicks off. It's kind of like Clone Wars, to be honest with you. Besides 1 or 2 episodes, it's not good until like season 4. So yeah, check that out definitely if you are big on Star Wars. But yeah, I mean, I think after I watched Batman '89 the other morning, and that was good fun.
Yeah, I may be watching that on my birthday.
Oh, I wish I could watch that.
I'm definitely going to watch Jaws on my birthday.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Well, why don't log in and play my drinking game?
Yeah, I can do.
Do you want to do that? We haven't got any plans for your birthday remotely, obviously, but I'm making myself free for whatever you want to do, and if I can happily partake, I will. But yeah, I'd love to play the Jaws drinking game.
Sounds great.
Green Day says, I'm super hating Chopper, though. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Chopper in Rebels.
I like Chopper. I'm a sucker for droids.
Really?
I love droids.
Would you be a droid? What droid would you be?
I'd have to be a little R2 unit, I think. They're such it just reminds me of my dog. They're just little mischief makers.
I watched the Batman and Fingers doc on Hulu again. What Kane did to Fingers was awful, but the happy ending for the Fingers family was really touching. Yeah, it's a great documentary. Mm-hmm. I've seen that. Tango Monk said, love the Sketchcard, man.
Thank you. I'm enjoying it too. I don't know. So recently I've been switching to... Before I was using zebra brushes, but now I'm using sort of microns again. And I'm getting a tighter line.
I like those tight lines.
So
yeah,
it's looking a bit... I don't know, it just looks a bit cooler.
Yeah, those tight lines look out. Yeah, and after I'm done with Star Wars, like I had a hankering to watch Terminator 2 the other day, and I think I will watch that again. I haven't revisited that film in a while, so I think I'll watch that. And then I think I'm going to plunge into The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, baby.
And do I do The Hobbit first? Do I do the Hobbit trilogy and then Lord of the Rings? Because I've been doing Star Wars.
You've never done that before, then do that.
No, I've never done it, so I think I will. I also been wanting to watch Indie again. Haven't watched Indie in a while. James Bond, I will always watch, so it's not like something I haven't visited in a while, but I'm sure there'll be a few Bonds in there. So yeah, I've been really enjoying going down the old memory road of content.
Very nice. Very nice.
Greener said I'd probably be a BB unit or a droid like BD-1 from the Jedi Fallen Order game.
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
Yeah.
But I guess I would be more appropriate as hello there. I'm going to tell you things that you're really going to annoy you.
My art style is based on these 12 artists, and why do I like them? Let me go into that in full detail. I think I would love to be K2SO. I'd love to be that droid unit.
Yeah, that's true.
I love that because he's got like the 3PO personality, but with way more sass.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he's a cool looking droid, and he's actually, you can't mess with that droid. Like, he's built to be able to mess people up.
Yeah, he is.
Herminio says, love the show, Alex. I've been watching the Batman animated series, and thanks to you, I'm going to watch the 66 TV series as well.
Nice.
Oh, mate, you're in for a treat. There's so many bad episodes, but that's what makes them so good, if that makes any sense. You're going to go, oh my god, this is so bad and cringy, but just embrace it and fall in love with 60s, like, disco-y type Batman. And
well, disco's the 70s, but...
Well, okay, but what's the... Okay, so what would be that era? Because he does the John Travolta Pulp Fiction dance.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know, I guess it's well, disco is definitely not the right word.
I'm wearing my 89 Batman I'm wearing my 89 Batman movie shirt right now. It's a cool shirt, man. I bet it is. Cool logo. It's dope.
I used to wear a bunch of like branded stuff, but I just stopped. I just I don't know. I think it's because my wife didn't like me wearing like Batman shirts, and like, you know what? After a while, I looked back at old pictures, like, no, I don't need to wear that. I'm happy wearing a fun paisley top.
Yeah. You know what? I've only recently gone back into wearing, like... I think, once again, I'm turning to what things that make me happy and bring me nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because that's what's helping me through this difficult time, at least, is turning to things that give me comfort. And I've recently gone back into it because I'm like, I'm at home, and to be honest with you, I don't...
because you always wore that stuff as pajama wear. When I come over to your house and it'd be the next morning after we've been drinking, you'd always have like a top on with like a Bat logo and stuff like that. And I think since now you're not going into work where you have to wear a nice dress shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
You're sort of just wearing pajama wear essentially.
Yeah, 24/7, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet you anything, as much as you have a nice paisley shirt on, you're not wearing any trousers right now.
No, I'm just in my pants. I don't wear trousers unless I go outside, and that's a comic book artist rule.
You're like, business here, and then another type of business down there. Am I right, guys?
You know what I mean? I won't tell if you don't.
I enjoyed doing the live Q&A episode with you last week. That was good. For anyone joining the stream and doesn't know, because I always plug it, it's part of the reason I come on these things, is my brother and I, we do a podcast based on the 90s Spider-Man, the animated series cartoon show, where we review episodes, toys, merchandise. We've interviewed voice actors, we've interviewed writers from the show, and yeah, just have all around fun and talking about a cartoon that we loved watching growing up.
You froze there.
Yeah, I've been out today that... Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I've been thinking about today how I can't wait to get on to other animated series once we're done with Spider-Man.
We will, in good time,
Nostalgia is the key to all our hearts. It's true, man. Absolutely true. I couldn't have said that better myself. Oh yeah, and to finish the plug, the show is called the Spider-Man the Animated Series Podcast. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcasts. It's there. We're approaching our 60th episode. Do you know that?
I thought we would have done more by now.
No. Why does it feel like it's been forever?
Too many episodes.
Oh, Mitch Gibbs.
Hey, Mitch Gibbs, you don't Gibbs a beep.
Yep. He says, Will, have you ever made an irreversible mistake on an art piece?
Every day. I've already done it on this one.
Have you? But he says irreversible.
Yeah, you can't undo it.
Yeah, but is it noticeable? What have you done?
I put some lighting in the wrong place.
I think he means more noticeable than that.
Yes, I've done it many a times, Mitch. Many a times.
Perhaps some stray ink that forced you to restart, he said.
Oh, in the terms of I had to start all over again, I've done that before, yeah. That's why I moved to working digitally, because I was sick of just ruining my art. In digital, I had more control over. So the digital was what made me able to control my art better.
Well, you've been doing lots of traditional lately, haven't you? Because
I have, and I've been really enjoying getting my skills sort of up to date a bit.
Yeah. When was the last time you did digital work?
I've been doing some digital stuff with stuff that we're doing. You and I.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you've done some
other stuff for another company that I can't really talk about, which you know about as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, I'm going to put the solid blacks in here now.
I'm digging it, man. It's cool.
Thanks, man.
There was rumours of a Snake Eyes film that they were going to do, and it was going to be the origin of Snake Eyes, and I was like, instantly, I don't want to see that because I don't want to see Snake Eyes' face.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Snake Eyes is played by the guy who played Darth Maul.
Yeah, Ray Park.
Yeah. Which is so cool.
It is cool. He's just made a living off just being really cool characters with fantastic, like, Mortal Kombat skills.
Yeah, they don't talk much either.
No.
Have you seen that video where he takes Kylo Ren's lightsaber at like a convention and starts like flipping it about and stuff, and it's so good what he does with it. He chucks it in the air and catches it by the handle and like swings it around.
Oh, that's cool.
Everyone's just like...
Mitch Gibbs asks, how's Dino Zombies coming along?
It's going okay. I've hit some snags where I need a team to help me out, and honestly, I've been very busy with commissions, but it's still going. It's still there. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not the prominent thing I'm doing currently.
We've got, what hero in DC or Marvel do you think would make the best musician / best guitarist?
Thor, because I think if he plays some heavy metal, and his guitar, like, he turned Mjolnir into his axe.
Yeah, I already like nodding, like, yep, that's amazing. Do you know who I gravitated towards for DC was Lobo?
Yeah, and Lobo would be the bassist or something.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Or the drummer.
Yeah.
Just a heavy metal superhero band.
Oh, Tengu Monk said Lobo as well. We are aligned.
And also punk rock Spider-Man, that would be good as well.
Yeah, that's true. That works.
See, I just made an irreversible mistake. I just coloured in something black that shouldn't have been black. So there we go. See that right there? That was supposed to be colour, and now it's solid black, so that's ruined. So there you go.
Yeah, but you got white.
And I'm going to rip it apart.
Well, no, you got white out, don't you, to use on that if you wanted to?
I will try and fix it. We will see.
You know what? I wouldn't have noticed.
Well, you do now.
Yeah, because you pointed it out. What type of band would they be? Heavy metal band?
Oh, heavy metal, death metal.
I would say like Led Zeppelin metal, though.
Yeah, but also like Metallica and...
Oh yeah, Metallica would be great. Oh, I just want them to cover all those songs now.
Mm-hmm.
It's all been like, exiteth light, entereth night.
Master, Master.
Monya! Monya!
Just singing about frost giants and cool stuff.
Which are a total, like, I don't know what came first with the rip-off, but they are very much like, they look like the Night King and...
Well, obviously the frost giants came first. Came out in the 60s.
Yeah, but do they look like what they look like in the film? Because I'm talking about the Thor 1 film. They all look like the Night King.
Well, they look like that in the comics. I don't know if they've always looked like that, but they do look very similar. They've always had blue skin and red eyes. And I don't think... Was the Night King even on Game of Thrones at that point yet? I have no idea.
Yeah, I think so. I think Game of Thrones existed and the Night King was around then. Tengu Monk says, Larry Hammer said that Snake Eyes should always be a mystery. Yeah, I agree. Green Day says that'd be awesome. That Thor scenario reminds me so much of the Thor-type character from Dexter's Lab. Oh, yeah. Do you remember that? That's true. Valhallan. That was his name. Valhallan. What a cool character. And what was it? Major Glory?
Major Glory!
Yeah. And what was the space monkey?
There was Krunk as well.
Krunk. What was the monkey called?
Just like something basic, like Super Monkey or something?
Maybe. Herminio said Taskmaster would be a great musician. He can just copy others. That's true. That's awesome. They probably do Guns N' Roses songs as well. Oh yeah, I can see that. Take me back to the Paradise City in Valhalla, 'cause it's real pretty. Oh. Oh, won't you take me on the Rainbow Bridge? Yeah.
Rainbow Bridge, yeah. Take me down to the Valhalla City. Take me down to the Asgard City.
Oh, won't you please take me home? Yeah. It's a cool visor that Snake Eyes has.
Yeah, I was saying it's like almost like a knight's visor.
It is. That's what it reminds me of. That's cool. He's a night ninja.
He's just so cool.
Yeah, he is.
I was saying how much I just love ninjas. I love military people with guns, and he's just like both. And I like it.
Is that how the airsoft gun conversation came up? Because it's like that's the type of stuff. All right, that's what we wanted to look like, but we look nowhere near that cool, that well put together.
No.
Oh, his name was just Monkey. I thought he had a superhero name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a superhero name.
Because he had a big M on his head, yellow M. Was it just Monkey?
And he had he had a girlfriend as well.
Oh my god. I want to watch... now, we're talking about nostalgia. I want to get some Dexter's Lab up in my life.
And there's an episode where he's the super monkey and he's being hunted by that alien that's basically Kraven the Hunter in space.
Oh yeah, and he does all the challenges, right?
I don't know if he does challenges, but he's just like hunting him on his planet. And I'm pretty sure the guy's voice is Macho Man like Randy Savage. So it's like, "Oh, monkey, I'm gonna find you."
He had a tournament where he would fight people as well. I remember that. He had a tournament and he defeated Major Glory, he defeated Valhallan, he had them all in the ring. And then he got defeated by Monkey. Monkey won.
You think this little monkey's gonna defeat me?
Was that actually Macho Man doing the voice?
Of course not. It's just someone doing the macho voice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just sounds like you're having a stop off in the loo. I'm trying to be PC now.
Very good, Charles.
You got enough fiber in your diet? Oh yeah!
Oh no!
You think that's what he said right before he died?
I don't know how much a man died. I think he died of a heart attack or something like that.
because he's just constantly straining, like, oh, just drops. Oh no!
Oh dear! Wick! That's English Macho Man.
Wick. My first introduction to Macho Man was not through wrestling. It was through Slim Jim.
I think my first one was Spider-Man 1.
Really? Oh, okay. Mine was definitely Slim Jim because it was me snapping to a Slim Jim.
That's true.
Eat me.
Eat me. Oh, for God's sake, eat me.
Snake eyes.
Nothing but snake eyes. Looking.
Just
so
looked.
cool.
Oh, Green Day said, just looked. Razlaw was actually voiced by Macho Man, so it was him.
It was actually him.
He was actually Macho Man Randy Savage.
I got a job on this cartoon show. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or as they say in England, Macho Man.
Oh, he's Macho Man. He is a wrestler. He's Macho Man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what these crazy Brits are talking about.
Did Christopher Walken as Macho Man?
I want to be a macho man.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be a macho man.
Stallone as Macho Man?
Hey, yo. This man is macho. He's a man. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tanker Monk says, Will, this is killer.
Thank you very much.
Looking pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of the best now.
Oh, here we go.
It only took a couple of months of quarantine to become the best. No, I'm joking. Oh, here we go. Now there's a naughty geezer.
Geezer.
Proper naughty!
Proper naughty.
Proper naughty. You slag.
Macho man. Oh, baby.
I want to be a macho man.
Oh, I don't have my peanuts with the shells on. I was going to have some.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I've upset my stomach. You have done that to yourself.
You were supposed to deshell the peanuts, not eat them.
You're supposed to throw away the shells, not eat them. I'm sorry, my master.
Green Day says, I will always remember Macho Man with two quotes. Oh, yeah, and what are you doing up there? From Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Come down. Have a little playtime. 2 minutes of playtime. That's what I remember. 2 minutes of playtime. Mitch says, I know you two like Captain America. How do you guys feel about Captain Britain?
I did some research on him. He's okay. I've never really read something with him, but I don't know, he's fine, I guess.
I like Union Jack more.
Union Jack's way cooler.
Yeah.
Union Jack!
Herminio says, if you mentioned it already, I apologize, but is there a release date for the last Spider-Ham issue?
There is. I don't know it officially, but I know that it is sometime in June, and I think it's late June.
Cool. Look at that Red Dawn in the background.
Putting some bullet holes in the background.
Oh, I got a cool question for you. So you got the good, the bad, and the ugly, right?
Right.
Cast... Shut up. cast comic book characters in those roles. So the Clint Eastwood role, and then the other two roles that I obviously don't know their characters' names, but you've got the Clint Eastwood, then you've got the ugly, and then you've got the bad, which he was a bounty hunter as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you cast in comic book characters? So it's like Clint Eastwood would be Wolverine.
He doesn't really go berserk though, does he? And he's also like, the hard thing is they're not heroes, they're not villains, they're in betweeners. Because to start, like, Clint Eastwood's character constantly helps out the ugly from stopping him from being hung.
I would make the ugly Nightcrawler.
Okay.
Because
I'd make it Mole Man.
Maybe, but the Nightcrawler's always been branded as looking different and scary, and perceived as potentially ugly.
They're not in the movie like he's an ugly guy.
No, I'm going along with this. Do you mind if I just finish my sentence before you just jump in here? And also, he's very quick at escaping in that film. Like, he escapes so much, and Nightcrawler being a teleporter, I think that would go hand in hand pretty well.
Right.
See, I had another reason. Maybe Clint Eastwood would be Steve Rogers.
But Steve Rogers would not be helping out a criminal who's about to be hung.
Maybe. Batman?
I think you're playing a bit too hard of a game.
What about the Punisher?
He might be the bad.
Yeah. Greedus says, I'm literally in tears right now. I love your improv skits with Anakin and Obi-Wan and all your other characters you guys do. He also said Wolverine, bad is Punisher, and ugly is Deadpool. That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Deadpool's a better choice. That's good. I'm sorry, my matter.
Oh yeah, I'm Anakin Skywalker.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Ooh, Padme. Looking real good.
So who would Obi-Wan be then as a wrestler? You got Anakin as Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho Man Randy Anakin. And then you've got Obi-Wan as what, like Stone Cold? What would Obi-Wan sound like?
Obi-Wan, I could see him bring like Bret the Hitman Hart or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Or like Kurt Angle.
But that's super American.
Oh, it's true.
It's damn true. Alright, well, that's fine.
Hello there. That's actually a hodgepodge because I was just doing Angle quotes as Obi-Wan instead of making Obi-Wan a
there, am I right?
Whoops. Obi-Wan Ric Flair.
Oh, I love that. Woo!
No, you gotta do Ric Flair with Obi-Wan lines. That's the whole point.
Ric Flair's Obi-Wan lines.
Yeah.
You have done that to yourself. Woo!
That's good. I like it.
But Obi the other way, like, I'm a jet flying, limousine driving, buck wilding. Woo.
Oh, Hulk Hogan, Green Day said. What about Hulk Hogan as Yoda? Do or do not, there is no try, brother. That is why you fail. That would be great. I love this. Wrestlers in the Star Wars universe. It's hard though thinking of other ones that I could even remotely do an impression of that would sound or work for characters. I mean, you got. Oh yeah, they're bullet holes. I was like, are there spider webs in the background?
No, brother, they're bullet holes.
Really does sound like he's just constantly like got clogged arteries or something the way he's talking.
I ate a lot of steaks in the day. Now I'm dead.
Green Day says for Hulk Hogan with Obi-Wan, "You were my brother, and I loved you." Who would The Rock be? Who could we put? What about Palpatine? The Rock as Palpatine. I'm trying to think of a good Palpatine line now for The Rock to do. Oh, I can just picture him being like, "What is your name? Luke Skywalker." "It doesn't matter what your name is."
So stupid.
"Now witness the full power of this fully armed and operational battle station." And he's like, just sniffing the air. "Do you smell what the Palpa is cooking?" And then he electrifies them. And they cook.
Oh, it's a silly fun time.
It is a pretty fun time. Han Solo could be Stone Cold. "Laugh it up, fuzzball."
Yeah.
Come on, I thought you'd be way more into this.
I'm concentrating, you see.
I'm concentrating. Concentrate. Use your abilities, Anakin. Be mindful of the Force. Mace Windu and Dwayne Johnson, yeah, that'd be good too. I like that.
Well, I'm wrapping up now, so do you want to get a question ready so people can win issue number 2 of Spider-Ham? Issue 2, you can win a digital copy if you answer my brother's question correctly, and spelling is important.
Okay.
Think about all we've discussed today.
I know, that's what I'm doing, Spide. Boom, boom, boom. How you like me? How you like me?
What are you searching?
Yeah, I'm indeed.
Questions to ask. Oh!
Random questions to ask. All right.
All right.
Undertaker is no. He says Undertaker is Boba Fett. I think Kane would be Boba Fett because he. Okay. Ready for the question? Shall I go?
Used to be dead.
Ready for the question?
Palpatine would have to be Vince McMahon.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
You're fired, Vader.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Oh, what's a Palpatine line now that you can do as Vince McMahon? Everything is going as I have foreseen.
Let the hate flow through you.
The hate, Austin, let it flow through you.
Austin.
You're fired. He fires them with his lightning. Just shoots it out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question now.
Okay.
The question is, who is the commanding officer of G.I. Joe? There was before people answer as well. There is one that's first in command, but I mean the commanding officer of them all. And I would like a military rank as well.
Captain Solo.
Tengu Monk says, "You outdid yourself on the Snake Eyes Man. Thank you for drawing him."
Thank you for joining in and watching. I really liked the way it turned out.
Oh my god. I'm just thinking about Emperor entering the Death Star with "No chance! That's what you got!" Coming off his ship, like, going like this in the robe, like, "Come on, get up your seat."
because you got no chance. No chance in space.
Lando would come out to Here Comes the Money. Here comes the money.
Yeah, here we go.
Once again, the question, in case anybody did not hear it the first time, who is the commanding officer of G.I. Joe? If we're having a little difficulty, he is a general. So it's General something. And
I don't know this one. Grievous?
Win a free issue 2 of Spider-Ham digital copy.
You got a chance to win a free comic. A free comic. Got a chance to win a free comic. Yeah.
Unless the people in the chat are like, I've won this issue already.
Well, I only have 3 issues to give. Check it out. We got a pretty cool splash page and another splash page because Zeb is a great writer and he lets me do a lot of splash. Page of thwip, thwip, thwip. Don't you want to own this? Don't you want to own that? Thwip!
Herminio says, you're talking about the general? Yes, I am. Yes. General, and then I just need his name.
Donkey Man. Donkey.
Jay Nater Coleman says, no idea, never watched G.I. Joe.
I have no idea either. Are you sure this is correct?
Mm-hmm.
General Big Buns.
If people don't know, if it's that tough, then who's the character that was first in command of the G.I. Joes? His name begins with a D.
Dick Van Dyke.
Herminio says it starts with an H, right? Yes, it does, Herminio. I think you got it for the general.
Hank. Hunk.
Rocket Prime Studio says General Zod. Tango Monk says General Hawk. Ding, ding, ding. You are correct, Tango Monk.
Tango Monk, congratulations. You won issue 2 of Spider-Man the Animated Series. Please email me at robsonrequest@gmail.com and I will send you the digital download code to receive that. Thank you again to my brother for joining me on this stream today. I will remind everybody that tomorrow I will be doing the 5th drawing in my fan art series. So I will be putting up a poll probably tonight on my Twitter. Please vote on there for who I should draw next on my fan art challenge. And Wig, please go ahead and plug anything you want to plug.
Well, first of all, I probably will join you for that tomorrow.
Cool.
Which will be fun, because I like when you're drawing that stuff in that lineup. I join you for every single one of those. And I assume you're not going on for your birthday, correct?
I'm not, no, that's why I'm doing the fan thing tomorrow.
Cool. And plug once again, Spider-Man the Animated Series podcast. Me and my brother host the podcast about the animated series from the 90s. And you can check it out on all podcast platforms or find us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. That's it.
Okay, everybody, thank you very much, and see you later. Let's close down the stream. I'm an old man trying to close down the stream. Gotta wait for the button to close down the stream.